This is how the Daytona 500 qualifying procedure will go this year. With the new charter system, 36 drivers are obviously guaranteed a starting position in the Daytona 500. The front row for Sunday's Daytona 500 was set during qualifying last Sunday. Aside from the 36 charter drivers, 4 non-charter drivers are also guaranteed to make the Daytona 500, and 4 other non-charter drivers will be sent home after the second dual race is completed. There will be 2 non-charter drivers in each dual race. The 2 front row starters for the Daytona 500 will be the pole sitters for each dual race, and there is no past champions provisional this year. And here's a look at the front row for the 58th Daytona 500. Chase Elliott in his first venture in the number 24 Hendrick Motorsports Chevrolet, made famous by 4-time champion Jeff Gordon, took the pole for Sunday's race with a blistering qualifying lap, becoming the youngest pole sitter in the history of the Daytona 500. Starting next to him on the outside pole will be Matt Kenseth in the number 20 Joe Gibbs Toyota. This is also his first front row start in the Daytona 500. And now here's the starting grid for the first Can-Am Duel. Making up row 1 are 2 Hendrick drivers, Chase Elliott, the Daytona 500 pole sitter, and his teammate and mentor, Dale Earnhardt Jr., who won this race last year. 2 Ford drivers, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Rookie of the Year contender Ryan Blaney, returning the Wood brothers to full-time competition, will start in row 2. In row 3 is Austin Dillon, the Daytona 500 pole sitter 2 years ago as a rookie, and Denny Hamlin, the winner of this event 2 years ago. Joey Logano, last year's Daytona 500 winner, and Casey Kane, a dual winner in 2010, will start from row 4. In row 5 are Paul Menard and Brad Keselowski. 2 more Ford drivers, Greg Biffle and rookie Brian Scott, will start from row 6. Michael McDowell in a second car for the Levine family team in an alliance with Circle Sport, and Regan Smith, a new driver for Tommy Baldwin, will start from row 7. 2 more Ford drivers, Chris Buescher and Bobby Labonte, will start in row 8. Trevor Bayne and Clint Boyer are in row 9. Cole Witt in a 1-race deal for Premium Motorsports, and David Reagan, a new BK Racing driver, will start in row 10. And rounding out the field for this first duel will be Josh Wise driving for the Motorsports Group, and Kevin Harvick, who had his qualifying time from Sunday thrown out due to failing post-race inspection, who will have to make his way up through the field. And here's a look at the analysis for this race. 22 drivers will be attempting to qualify for 20 Daytona 500 positions. 2 drivers from this dual race will go home. After the conclusion of the second dual race, it's 60 laps, that's 150 miles around this 2.5 mile tri-oval. The fuel window is about 35 laps, and the winner of this event last year was Dale Earnhardt Jr. And now here's the lineup for duel number 2. 2 Joe Gibbs drivers, Matt Kenseth, the outside pole sitter for the Daytona 500, and series champion Kyle Busch, will start on row 1 in this duel. Jimmy Johnson, the winner of this duel last year, and the 4th Joe Gibbs driver Carl Edwards will start from row 2. Kurt Busch, the 2011 first duel winner, and Casey Mears will start in row 3. In row 4 are Ryan Newman and Ty Dillon in the second Circle Sport Levine car. Eric Amarola and Jamie McMurray will line up in row 5. In row 6 are Kyle Larson and Matt DiBenedetto, one of the non-charter drivers who locked himself into the Daytona 500 on Sunday during pole qualifying. Michael Waltrip in a one-off for BK Racing, who ended up re-signing with Aaron's this past weekend, and who won the duels in 2002 and 2005, is in row 7 alongside Danica Patrick, going for her 5th Daytona 500 start. AJ Allmendinger and Michael Annett, both in Chevys, make up row 8. In row 9 are Landon Castle, a new driver this year for Front Row Motorsports, and Robert Richardson Jr., attempting his 2nd Daytona 500 start in a 4th Toyota for VK Racing. David Gilliland making one last start for Front Row Motorsports in what was Cole Witt's car last year, is in row 10 alongside Reed Sorensen in Landon Castle's old number 40 car. And in row 11 is Martin Truex Jr., who didn't get to make a qualifying run on Sunday due to a roof flap issue, and Brian Vickers, whose qualifying time was thrown out, just like his teammate Kevin Harvick. The analysis for the second duel is pretty much the same as the first one. 22 drivers in the starting lineup, with 2 drivers going home after this duel is completed. 60 laps, 150 miles, Jimmy Johnson, the winner last year.